It's Berg coming back at you with some more belt talk, and look what we've got here. Turns out another box from DHL has showed up. DHL Shipping, one of the carriers that'll bring you wrestling belts from Pakistan, which is what we've got here today. So I've been working with a guy named Jamil, JS Belts, and he took it upon himself to send me these two belts, and we're going to check out and see what we've got here. So let's do this. You can see already. So if you watch my last video, very similar to this, had a box, repack tape on it from DHL, and when we opened up the box, we saw that my belts had been scratched. I don't know if that was customs, I don't know if that was DHL, but this red security sticker right here, try to do this without knocking over my tripod, but this red security sticker tells me that this has been opened already. So hopefully this time my belts have not been damaged, but we're about to find out, aren't we? Let's dig into this. Okay, see the bubble wrap? That makes me feel okay. Now in the last video, we saw all this was already open. The bag had been ripped open, the paper, the tape that was wrapped around the belts had been cut. So let's see what we find here this time. Oh, we can see what's in there already, can't we? So this bag is open, and we can see, looks like it's just been torn open. This bubble wrap has been cut open. You can see, actually, look at it right here. This is like a perfect cut. So they must have cut right along the surface of the belt. Oh man, I'm hoping this one's not damaged like the other ones were. We're gonna see in a minute though. But yeah, this has been opened and cut. Right along the front surface. I'm not even gonna take it all the way out. I'm gonna see if we see anything. I'm not seeing anything right popping off at me, so these belts are going to get a good once over once I get them unpacked and everything anyway, but for today, we're doing the unboxing, so let's just get right into it. The tape is still sealed. This is the tape that Jamil has put on before he sent, so looks like they just ripped open the front of the belt. Okay, well, right away we can see we've got a full leather strap with a nice backing on the belt. This strap feels nice. Wow, very soft. All right, let's flip it over, see what we're working with here. This is the classic WWF Intercontinental title belt, red logo version, and you can see the finish on this belt mimics the Brasso finish. And if you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, when Macho Man Randy Savage was carrying this belt as the Intercontinental Champion, he tried to polish and clean the belt with Brasso polish, which actually ate away the finish of the belt, giving it kind of this distressed look. And so that's what we've got here is this kind of, oh, that was my knife. We're just going to pretend that didn't happen. This belt has the distressed look that mimics what Macho Man ended up doing to the Intercontinental Championship title belt. You can find pictures online of Macho Man holding this belt. Actually, one of the more iconic photos of him holding this belt, and you can see the distressed look. And even after the title changed hands, I believe Ricky Steamboat held this belt with the distressed look, the Brasso finish. So commonly referred to as the Brasso belt, the Macho Man Brasso Intercontinental title. That's what we've got here today. This leather feels really nice. This is different leather than I've had on some of the other belts that I've received from Jamil. So this is good, like this. No tip on the belt, you notice that right away. And the original belt did not have any tooling around the plates, so we can see we've got like a beveled line tooled in here on the strap. So not 100% original with accuracy, but that's okay. The edges of the belt appear to have been sealed, so this is a good looking belt. It feels good, it's heavy. I'm gonna inspect the hell out of it pretty soon here to make sure DHL didn't mess this one up too, but in the meantime, let's just set this aside, because if we go beyond all this Intercontinental title packing, it would seem to me, oh, what do we have here? Another belt. Any guesses at what we've got here? So let me inspect this one too. So this has not been ripped open on this side. It does not appear to have been opened at all, actually. That's my initial take on it. So this belt still seems to be sealed the way Jamil had packed it. So we're going to get into it. Oh, it could be that they opened it this way. That opened pretty easily without tearing the plastic, so maybe they did that. This one you can see paper packing around the top, because this does have a full tip on it, or it should have a full tip on it. I gotta grab my knife, which dropped on the floor. Interesting. We do have tape right against the leather backing here. I don't know if that'll leave any residue or not. Oh, it did. Did leave some residue. I would not advise putting tape directly on the belt. This leather does not feel as supple or as pliable as the leather on the Intercontinental belt. This leather feels a little more stiff. I'll try to cut this packing paper out so we can expose the tip. Check that out. Oh, it's a faux tip. It's not a full tip. Oh, even got a weird cut on the leather here. Can you see that? Does not match up. Not exactly the best finish work on this. I'll flip this over. Looking at the WWE World Championship title belt. So this is not one that I ordered. This is a make good that Jamil has sent me because I had an experience with him previously that did not go so great. So this is his way of trying to make up for that. He sent me this belt. I'm not crazy about this belt. I wasn't, when WWE introduced this belt, I saw a lot of people got really excited about it. I don't like the look of this belt that much at all. That's just the design that WWE chose. Not something that I'm, I see folks talk about how they compare this to the big gold belt, or that this has, it reminds them of the big gold belt. But to me, it's just a little busy. It just does not suit my taste for the classic era belts. Or it doesn't remind me of the classic era belts, but it's heavy. And it looks like, I mean, the plates are pretty thick on this. The strap, though, does not feel as good as the other. Super disappointed in this. This is kind of rough feeling, too. Just looking at the faux tooling. So this is clearly like pressed or stamped. This is not hand tooled. It's got a very machined feel to it. Kind of a machined look even. But as a replica belt, something that Jamil has undertaken in trying to reproduce, the work is not bad. The detail seems to be pretty good. I know a lot of the overseas belt makers get a lot of flack for this lion using these oversized gems. People say this looks more like a baboon than a lion, and I'm inclined to agree with that statement just looking at this one here. So not, I mean, it's not horrendous, but it's not something that I would purchase on my own. I'm just not a fan of this style belt. Give me these classic WWF era belts. You know, these are my jam right here. I wonder why the leather on this feels so different than the leather on this. I'll ask Jamil about that. Let's flip this over, see what the other side looks like. Yeah, it's disappointing that we got the tape on the back. That sucks. Overall, an okay belt. If you're a collector and you just want something to present on a display shelf or in a display case, this isn't a bad belt. This will suit your needs just fine. If you're somebody who's looking for authenticity and accuracy because you like to take your belt to the shows, this might not be the right belt for you. I'm just looking, what do you notice about this? About the side plates? These do not appear to be removable or interchangeable. So this is going to stay a WWE belt. Yeah, there's not even, I see no screws in the front to remove the side plates. And the only screws on the back, under the backing, appear to just be what's holding the main plate here. I don't even see screws in the back for removing the side plates. So this belt is going to stay as is, as a WWE belt. This is not going to be something you can change the side plates on. You know, Jamil, I gotta say, this Brasso IC belt is pretty amazing. The leather is great. The plates are fantastic. You can see the finish work on this, you know, to simulate that Brasso finish that Macho Man ended up putting on that belt. This is a really nice replica of the Brasso belt, for sure. So great job to Jamil for that, and thank you, Jamil, for sending me this one as a make good for the previous experience that I had. So there we have it, guys. Another unboxing video. And I'll probably do a review on each of these belts individually, separately. Post those videos at a later date. But for today, that's going to be it. I am Berg. Thanks for joining me for some more belt talk, and we'll see you again soon.